हेलो सर, हेलो। सर साउंड नहीं आ रहा है।
Okay, the output voltage is negative and output current is positive. So in this condition, the chopper will operate in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so according to this output voltage and output current direction, the configuration of chopper is done, and according to the chopper is classified into the 5 category like type A chopper, type B chopper, type C chopper, type D chopper, and type E chopper. Okay, so the basic introduction about the different configuration of chopper. So first one is the type A chopper. Okay, type A chopper, the chopper output voltage and current both are positive in the type A chopper. Okay, so the output voltage and output current both are positive in type A chopper. So this type A chopper always works in the first quadrant according to this graph. Okay, because both output voltage and output current both are positive, that means type A chopper always works in the first quadrant. So this first quadrant is also known as the forward motoring action. So forward motoring action occurs in the first quadrant. So type A chopper works as forward drive or forward motoring action. Okay, now second is the type B chopper. The output voltage is positive, but output current is negative. So in type B chopper, we have a positive output voltage, but output current is negative. Okay, so the power flow from load to supply side. So it works in the second quadrant. Okay, so type B chopper always works in the second quadrant.
सर आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
This type of charge used in a regenerative motor. So this chopper used in the regenerative braking of motor, DC motor. Okay, so type B chopper is the second quadrant chopper. It operates in the second quadrant chopper and used in regenerative braking. Third is the type C chopper. The load current is either positive or negative, but load voltage remains positive in type C chopper. Okay. So what happens in the type C chopper? Load current is either positive or negative. It will change, but load voltage remains positive. Load voltage remains positive. Okay, so this type of chopper works in the first and second quadrant. C chopper works in first as well as in the second, the two quadrant chopper. Type C chopper, the two quadrant chopper, and it is a combination of both A type and B type chopper. So if we combine A type chopper and B type chopper, chopper C is made. Okay, next is the type D chopper. The load voltage is either positive or negative, but load current always positive in type D chopper. Okay, so what happens in the D type chopper? Output or load current always remains positive. It will not change the direction. So the output current direction remains same, that is the positive, but output voltage or load voltage becomes either positive or negative. Okay, so this chopper works in the first quadrant as well as fourth quadrant. First quadrant, so this first quadrant and this is the fourth quadrant. So chopper D, type D chopper works in the first quadrant, fourth quadrant. Type and load current are either positive or negative in type. So sometimes the load voltage remains positive, sometimes the load voltage remains negative. Likewise, same, sometimes load current remains positive, sometimes load currents remains negative. Okay, so either both load voltage and load current both are either positive or negative in type E chopper. And this type E chopper works in type E chopper. Type E chopper is also known as the four quadrant because it works in all quadrant chopper. Understand forward? If the chopper works in the first quadrant, it is called the forward drive because the output voltage and current both are positive in this quadrant. So here if we see this figure, so this first quadrant is also known as the forward drive or forward motoring. Okay, So what is the forward drive or motoring? If the chopper works in first quadrant, it is called as forward drive because output voltage and current both are positive in this quadrant. Now reverse drive. Okay, so reverse drive, what happens here? Third quadrant is the reverse drive. Okay, so in reverse drive, if the chopper works in the third quadrant, it is called a reverse drive. Because why it is called a reverse drive? Because the output voltage and current both are negative in this quadrant. In this quadrant, output voltage is also negative as well as output current is also negative. So both output voltage and output current are negative. So this drive is known as the reverse drive, and it is the chopper operates in the third quadrant. Okay, so now one by one we will discuss the configuration of chopper. First one is the type A chopper. In the first quadrant, okay, in type A chopper. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram of type A chopper. Okay, in this circuit we have a chopper, FD, that is the freewheeling diode, and the load. Load is either of R type, L type, or RLE type. Okay, so this is the first quadrant chopper. Type A chopper is also known as the first quadrant chopper because type A chopper always operates in the first quadrant. That's why it is also known as the first quadrant chopper. Okay, this is the configuration diagram of this chopper. So chopper operates in first quadrant. Okay, now in this circuit, okay, when the chopper is on, okay, when we are making the chopper on, at that time the source is connected to the load because the circuit becomes closed. Okay, so when this chopper becomes on or chopper is on, at that time this source is connected to the load. That means we can say that the output voltage is equal to the source voltage. Okay, because this switch becomes closed, so whatever voltage across the load, that is equal to the source voltage, and due the current is flowing through the load from the source. Okay, so the direction of current flowing through the load is indicated in this figure. Okay, so here it is in the downward direction, so we assume that this direction is the positive direction. Okay, and the voltage across the load is also positive, that is the same polarity of the source voltage. So here the output voltage is positive as well as output current is also positive. Okay, so both voltage and current is positive. That means this chopper operates in the first quadrant. Positive output voltage, positive output current. So chopper operates in the first quadrant. Now in second case, we are assuming that chopper is in off condition. Okay, so as soon as the chopper becomes off, what happens? The source is disconnected from the load, or the source is not given to the load. So V0 becomes equal to 0. Okay, but what happens? Whatever energy stored in this load, now this energy is dissipated through this freewheeling. Okay, in this condition also the current load current is flowing through the part of the load current flowing through the freewheeling diode because of the energy stored in this load, and the direction of the current flowing through the load is always remains same as the previous case. Okay, so that's why this chopper operates in the first quadrant because output voltage is positive as well as output current is also positive. Okay, hence the average value of voltage and current, say V0 and I0, will remain positive. Okay, now this figure shows the waveform. Okay, so here it is the IG, that is the gate pulses given to the SCR. Okay, here we are using SCR. Okay, so gate pulse is given to the SCR. What happens? The SCR becomes on, or we can say that the chopper becomes on. So what current starts to rise from 0. So as the source is connected here, as the current rises, it increases not in rapidly, but it increases exponentially because due to the inductance of the load. Okay, and at one point it becomes maximum. Now at this point we are making the SCR or the chopper off. So as soon as the chopper becomes off, what happens? Current decreases. Okay, so during T off time, at one point the current flowing through the load becomes 0. Okay, okay, and it remains 0 up to T off time period. So during T off time period, it reduces from maximum to 0 and remains 0 for some time. It because of the RLE load connected to the source. Okay, now once again we are making the chopper on, so current one is a 0 value in exponential. Now this graph indicates when the T on time period is lesser than the T off time period. Okay, આ waveform છે. This waveform is for lesser T on time period compared to T off time period. Okay, now look at this waveform. Okay, in this waveform what happens? T on time period is greater than the T off time period. Okay, so here the current remains 0 for some time. That means the discontinuous condition is there in this chopper. Okay, because T on time period is lesser than the T of time period. But in this waveform what happens? T on time period is greater than the T of time period. That means this continuation is not occurs in this chopper. Process is same, only the change is the time duration, that is on time period and off time period. Okay, now this is the type B choppers, second quadrant chopper. Okay, so we assume that the load is the RLE type load. Okay, type B chopper in which diode D2 chopper, that is SCR, and RLE type load is connected. Okay, this chopper operates in the second quadrant as we discussed earlier. Okay, now in this condition, here we assume that when chopper is on, okay, now we are making the chopper on. So as soon as this chopper becomes on, what happens? The load voltage V0 becomes 0. Okay, as soon as the chopper becomes on, the load voltage becomes 0. Okay, but the E source is the load is early type. That means some voltage is there in the load, so it drives the current through the inductor and chopper. Okay, so what happens? The chopper becomes on. That means the whatever voltage available in this load, RLE load, so due to it the current is flowing through this chopper. Okay, so current is flowing from E to L to chopper to, once again it reaches to the E. Okay, so the energy is stored in the inductor during T on time period. Okay, now when chopper is off, now we are making this chopper off. Okay, so at that time what happens? The output voltage V0 across the load is equal to E plus the energy stored in the inductor. So V0 is equal to E plus L into di by dt. And this V0 is always greater than the source voltage. Okay, so now this V0 is becomes greater than the source voltage. So what happens? The diode D2 becomes forward biased. So it begins conducting, starts conducting. So what happens now? The current is flowing from load to source. Okay. So no matter the chopper is on or off, current I0 will always flowing in the reverse direction. When chopper is on, at that time it also flows from the load. When chopper becomes off, at that time it also flows from the load. So output current always remains negative and output voltage is positive. So in this chopper, what happens? Output voltage is positive and output current is negative. So the direction of power flow will be from load to source. So in this type B chopper, power flows from load to source. Okay, and this chopper is also known as the step up chopper because the output voltage V0 is equal to E plus L into di by dt. And this V0 is always greater than the source voltage. That's why it is known as the step up chopper. Okay, now next is the type C chopper. Okay, so in type C chopper, it is also known as the two quadrant type A chopper. Okay, two quadrant type A chopper. So this type C chopper is obtained by connecting type A and type B chopper in parallel. So this type C chopper is the combination of type A chopper and type B chopper. And both this type A and type B choppers are connected in parallel. So it is the combination of type A and type B chopper, or we can say that it is the two quadrant first quadrant, type B chopper operates in second quadrant, and if we combine these two chopper, then it will operate in first quadrant as well as in the second. Okay, so operates in first quadrant, type B chopper operates in second quadrant, and we are combining it. So it is the type C chopper. So it will operate in the first quadrant as well as in the second quadrant. Here the freewheeling diode is here. If we see the circuit diagram, what happens? We have a chopper 1 and chopper 2. Both are connected in series. Okay. And diode D2 and freewheeling diode. So diode D2 is connected in parallel with the chopper 1. Diode FD is connected across the load, or it is connected parallel to the chopper 2. Okay. So here freewheeling diode is connected across the load. Okay, so output voltage is always positive. Output voltage always remains positive due to the freewheeling diode. Okay, so now how it works? So when chopper 2 is on, okay, we are not making chopper 1 and chopper 2 on at the same time. If we make it on at the same time, then it will make the short circuit of the source. Okay, so we will not make chopper 1 and chopper 2 on at the same time. Okay, now first we assume that chopper 2 is on, or freewheeling diode starts conducting. What we are assuming? We are assuming that chopper 2 is on, or freewheeling diode is in conducting mode. Okay, so at that time the output voltage will equal to 0. It will make the short circuit across the load. Okay, when chopper 2 is on or freewheeling diode, FD is on, at that time the output voltage is 0. Okay. Now what we are assuming, when chopper 1 is on or diode D2 starts conducting, we are making chopper 1 on or we are making D2 diode conducting. Okay, so at that time output voltage will be equal to Vs, that is the source voltage. So the current is flowing from source to chopper 1 to load and load to the negative. So this is the direction of current. Okay, so when we are making chopper 1 on or diode D2 in conducting mode, at that time the output voltage is equal to source voltage. So output voltage remains positive. Now we assume that chopper 1 or FD is in conducting mode. This is chopper 1 and freewheeling diode. Both are in the conducting mode. At that time, the path of current is from positive terminal to chopper 1 to load, load to negative. Okay, when chopper 1 is on. Okay, then now when freewheeling diode is on, at that time what happens? Current is flowing from E to freewheeling diode to load to E. That means the current flowing through the load remains positive. Now second case, we assume that chopper 2 is on or D2 is in conducting mode. Chopper 2 is on and D2 or D2 is in conducting mode. So at that time what happens? When chopper 2 is on, at that time current is flowing from E to load to chopper. That means current is flowing in the negative direction. Likewise, team. So when chopper 1 or FD is in conducting mode, load current is positive. When chopper 2 or D2 is in conducting mode, load current is negative. Okay, so from this explanation we can say that in this chopper C, type C chopper, the output voltage always remains positive, but the direction of current will change according to the conduction of the diode. Okay, so sometimes the output current remains positive, sometimes the output current remains negative. That's why these are choice as well as two chopper. It's the combination of type A chopper and type B chopper. Okay, this is the waveform. Okay, at the T1 time the chopper 1 is on. So as soon as the chopper 1 becomes on, current rises. Okay, at the end of the chopper 1, diode D2 will conduct, so current reduces. Current reduces, that is the freewheeling diode. Right? Okay, now next we are making the chopper 2 on. So in this chopper 2 on also current reduces. Okay, now when D1 starts conducting, at that time the current rises. Okay, so in this manner the current increases and reduces according to the operation of chopper as well as diode and freewheeling diode. Okay, now next is the type D chopper. Okay, so type D chopper is the 2-quadrant type B chopper. It is also known as the 2-quadrant type B chopper. Okay, so it operates in the 4th quadrant. Okay, so you have chopper 2 and 2 diode D2. Okay, and load is connected between these two. Okay, so when two choppers are on, here if we make the chopper 1 and chopper 2 on, at that time the source is connected across the load. That means output voltage is equal to the source voltage. Okay, now we are making chopper 1 and chopper 2 off and making D1 and D2 on, or when D1 and D2 start conducting, at that time the output voltage becomes equal to the negative source voltage or the reverse of the source voltage. Now when chopper 1 and chopper 2 is on, at that time current is flowing from source to chopper 1 to load to chopper 2 to the negative. So our load current or output current remains positive. Okay. Now when D1 and D2 are conducting, at that time the current flows from source to D1, D1 to load, load to D2 and D2 to source. So in this condition current remains positive. Okay, so in this chopper type D chopper, output current or load current remains positive only. So this chopper operates in the first quadrant as well as fourth quadrant. Okay, this is the waveform of the type. First time duration is the T on time when we are making the chopper on. Second is the T of time when we are making the chopper off, and during T of time period D1 and D2 are conducting. So during T on time current rises, as soon as the chopper becomes off, current reduces. Once again chopper becomes on, and when chopper becomes off, current reduces. In this graph, T on time period is greater than the T of time period. Look at this waveform. In this waveform, what happens? T on time period is lesser than the T of time period. Okay. The process is same, only the time duration is changed. Here the T on time period is greater than the T of time period. In this, the T on time period is lesser than the T of time period. So today we discuss about the configuration of chopper. Okay. Type A chopper, type B chopper, type C chopper, type D chopper. Okay, and for last one is the type E chopper. Okay. So type E chopper is also known as the 4-quadrant chopper. Okay, in which we have a 4 SCRs and 4 diodes. Okay, so how it works in the 4 quadrant? So first quadrant, during first quadrant, the choppers 4 chopper 4 will on and chopper 3 will be off. When chopper 4 is on, at that time chopper 3 is in off condition, and at the same time chopper 1 will be operated. Okay, so the direction of current is from source to chopper 1 to load to chopper 4 to source. So the direction of current is positive as well as the output voltage is also positive. Okay. Is on, switch on the source voltage. Now in this process, as soon as the chopper 1 is turned off, okay, if chopper 1 is turned off, what happens? The current goes to chopper 4 and diode D2 in this direction. Chopper 4 and diode D2 current will flow through this path. Okay, so it is the first quadrant, second quadrant. Okay, because the direction of current is, so it will operate in the second quadrant. Now in third quadrant, what happens? CH2 will be operational and the other 3 are kept off. Only we are making chopper 2 on and others are in off condition. So negative current will start flowing through the inductor L, CH2, E and D4. Inductor L, okay, so the current is flowing. So here what happens, E plus L dI by dt will be more than the source voltage Vs. Okay, so in second quadrant chopper will act as a step up chopper. Okay, in fourth quadrant chopper, CH4 will be operated and CH1, CH2, CH3 will be off. So when CH4 is turned on, the positive current to E and the inductor L will store. Okay, so as the CH4 is turned off, the current is feedback to the source through the diodes D2 and D3. The operation will be in the fourth quadrant. And type E chopper. Type A chopper operates in first quadrant. Type E chopper operates in the four quadrant. So type E chopper is also known as the four quadrant chopper. Okay, so in today's lecture, thank you.